A calming start to his afternoon, a place to call his home, and an outdoors area that has seen some actual work in a project well underway. A farm separated by a walking path and a place to boil water, while Michael Garcia continues to gather supplies and build to his heart's content. Welcome back to Project Zomboid, everybody. If I sound a little different or weird in my tone of voice or the way I work, or the way I'm speaking, let me do my best to explain what's going on while I remove Wallvine along the way. So as promised, well, there's a couple things. So as promised, a few weeks back, I said once I was done traveling, we will have ourselves a new keyboard. I know there's people that like the keyboard, but there's a lot of people who don't like the clickety-clacky of my keyboard. And to be honest with you, I see more benefit in getting rid of it than keeping it. Those who enjoy the sound, you know, hopefully they're not here just to hear my mechanical keyboard clacking around. And those who don't like hearing it and can't stand it, well, that'll be taken care of soon enough. It should be a couple of weeks. I don't know how long exactly, but I've got myself a Corsair MX Cherry Silent K70 on the way. Big thanks to Corsair for hooking me up with that. And that'll be replacing my current keyboard as is. And I'll end up keeping this one as a backup keyboard. Something I learned a long time ago that I desperately should probably have is a backup keyboard at all times. So that's what we're gonna do, and that's good. The other thing that's kind of throwing me off in my usual recording, and it kind of just shows you what kind of creature of habit I actually am, is my audio. So usually when I am, for the past, maybe even 4 years now, maybe longer, I've had the same headset. I've had a pair of Sennheiser's 528 HDs. They've been great. They're open back, which causes some recording problems sometimes with echoing, but genuinely they're really, really good. Well, unfortunately, they have finally ended up dying. Not because I mistreated them, but because I have a cat, and over the course of like those many years, she slowly but surely found a way to nibble at them while I wasn't paying attention, and she shorted the wire and left part of the headset no longer works. So I'm currently using, you might be, Mathis, what the hell does that have to do with anything? And, normally you'd be right, but I'm actually using my spare headset, which I actually do have, and it's a Razer headset, but they're closed back. They're a lot tighter and more uncomfortable than what I was, hoping to have. So I sound different to myself, and I don't know if you've ever tried to speak. There's a weird thing when you do this for as long as I've been doing it, where you get used to the sound of your own voice, and then that changes drastically all of a sudden, and I sound way different to myself than I did before, and now I'm not entirely sure how I sound. It's weird. I stumble over my words a bit because it doesn't sound like me. It's not what I'm used to, so to speak. But just bear with me. I'm going to be resetting up a little bit here at the office with some new tools, and once they're all set up and everything's good, we'll continue. I'll probably pick up another pair of Sennheisers because, God, that was like my favorite pair of headsets that I've ever owned. They were so comfortable and they had such a good audio quality. No, don't unbarricade, you idiot. We're also going around and removing the wall vine. I'm told, and I don't know how true this is, but I am told that the wall vine can destroy the wall over the course of time. So we're going to clean up. I want to make sure we have this, and I want the fence in the back cleaned up as well. And the plan is to continue doing what we've been doing, which is to really make sure that our house is as defended as possible. Now, one of the big things I used to do a long time ago, back when I played Zomboid, and I will adapt it to some degree here, is I always, outside of keeping like a wall separating myself in the backyard that I'd like to keep, also that scares me. I'm gonna go take a look at that. There's like a giant piece of wall missing. One of the other things that's very important to do is ensure that you have backup redundancies. I think I even said that in the last episode, or maybe it was the Kenshi episode, but redundancies are your lifeline, right? That's the thing that's going to keep you going for a long, long time. And so a good redundancy to have, at least in front of your weak points of your building, windows and doors, is to have secondary walls put there. Barrier walls, boarding up even more. So boarding up the windows, then putting like a nice one tile wide wall right here. I used to have a whole hallway system on all my buildings back in the day. That's kind of how I did things. I don't know if that's how I'll do it still. Or if I could go the cheap route and just kind of do a little cubby hole there. There's benefits to having a hallway system, though, as long as you build your travel and stuff around it. I'm going to go ahead and rest up a little bit. I don't want to sleep yet, though we are getting tired. But I want just enough energy so I can run and take a look at this potential window break that we've got. If there are zombies in here and I didn't realize it, maybe they spawned or something and they bashed their way in, that has to be taken care of, but I'm starting to realize we might want to do that come morning. Let's drink. Okay. Let's go grab a snack, and let's send Michael Garcia to bed. And come tomorrow, weather permitting, we're going to continue working on our safe house. We're back, and I'm glad that the safe house stood for as long as we were gone. It's, you know, certainly a pat on his own back to see how well he's done and kind of kept, you know, how his own safety precautions kept him safe and kept his house safe. But there was still some zombies around, and we want to make sure that we are able to keep ourselves as well defended as possible. All right, so cabbages are going to keep us bored, unfortunately, but they're going to do the job, which is all that matters. And we just need to eat. And while Michael Garcia sleeps, let me crack open my... Yep, I hear a zombie. I knew it. I'm sleeping right through it, though. Oh, I'm sleeping a lot. 9 a.m. I slept until? Alright, we're gonna close some doors. We're gonna hit the music real quick. I don't like this. I'm gonna drop the plank. Hey, you know what? Let's bring the planks downstairs and we'll drop them downstairs. I'm hoping that the zombies are outside and they haven't somehow made their way inside, but the thunking is always worrisome. So if they did break down those windows, there's a good chance they're in here. Oh, they busted through. That window is not barricaded anymore, and this is the whole secondary thing I was talking about. Okay, we're gonna have to carry that thing out. There's another one. Oh my god, there's a ton of them. Okay, hang on. There's at least 3 more outside. And I am... baffled is the wrong word. Frustrated, maybe? Oh, it's the frickin' generator. The generator's dragging them here. Oh, I wonder if they busted the generator. All right, we need to redo those doors. Big time. Back up. It's pushing back. Okay, we're pulling them away. I don't know how they got over here with the thunderstorm being as loud as it is, but we got to check that generator. We might need to do some emergency repairs, and we may even need to... that might just be our indication to start paying more attention. Okay, she's dead. That might be our indication to start building some redundancies right away. I hate this, dude, because I don't like using my axe, but I will. Let's see. Let's pull him away. If we can bring it down to just the 3 of them, we could probably do some pushing. Okay. We're gonna have to go inside and be very, very careful. Okay, it's just her. If any one of you want to have a spare axe on you, though, that'd be kind of cool. I mean, she can't hear us. She has AirPods in her ears. Oh my god, but still. Okay. 2 busted windows, not just 1. Let's take a look at the info. Fuel, it's at 79. Actually, they didn't do much. Let's remove the broken glass. Remove the broken glass. I'm surprised I couldn't see anything. Okay, it's just them. We likely got very lucky, and we caught it early, and their own distraction maybe caught them off guard. Thought I heard some thumping. Alright. We have nails, and we have a hammer. Let's go board up what we've got, and yeah, we're gonna have to really nope. There is another one in here somewhere. She's at the door. There's one inside somewhere? Oh my god, there's so many still. How many? Where'd you all come from? Alright, let's pull them away. I don't want to try and fight all of them. So let's bring them over if we can. And I'm going to try and lead them far away. Everybody who can hear me, please come this way. Now, we kind of used this path last time, and there's actually a zombie or 2 over there. So going through this narrow passage is probably a bad call. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a wide right turn in the open field over here. We're just going to move. And I just want to kind of put distance. And I'm going to whip around along here. And hopefully just lose them. Even if we have to pit stop off into a side house, that's not necessarily a bad thing. From the challenge of trying to survive in a place where we're not prepared to moving to our once safe home and trying to make it safe again, it's entirely different because you have to actually tread a lot lighter when you're dealing with your own home again, because you don't want to disturb defenses you've already got set up, and you'll also try not to attract any more attention than you might have already pulled. There's going to be a lot to manage and a lot to balance. Likely what ended up pulling them was my gunshots from the day before, if I was to probably put it on my own self. But I also think that the rain and the thunder has played a significant role in dragging a good chunk of these zombies with us. So we're just going to make it back. We're not going to level up yet. I'd like to level up soon. Sneaking is 1 XP away, which is always nice. And there's the police station. So the question is, are we able to make it back without getting caught? Do we have the planks on us? No. Just want to make sure. If there ever was a time to try and pull away as many of the zombies as you can, during a thunderstorm is probably your best bet. Once you're far enough away, it's going to be easier to disappear from their sight and their ears. Mainly because of the rain. Now, we know there's 1 left. And we need to refuel and maybe go get some more gas. So first, let's close that. Let's clean her up. Come on the ground. It's fine. If it's just you, I'm okay with it. Nope, there's a bunch more. Let's try and kill them all off. We are soaking wet, and we are going to get sick if we don't get inside. So, let's get inside. Hopefully those zombies will not bother us. And I'm going to take these 2 planks, and we're going to go board up those 2 front windows at the very least, so we could buy ourselves a little bit of time. Just gotta be worried and a little careful as to not get jumped. So we're gonna board this up. And we are gonna do the same here. Okay, it's not, you know, gonna last long if they decide they want to come through. But it should last long enough. I don't know if we need to be drinking from there. The rain is once again really throwing me for a loop here. Water's out. Finally. All right, the water's out. That's a big thing. So, with the water being out, we now really need to make sure we get that fire going. And that was going to be the plan today, but I don't know if the rain is going to allow us to get a fire up for 1 and for 2. Did I hear more zombies? And for 2, we've got zombies out there, basically. So, it's dangerous. Okay, let's keep moving. Cabbages, that's all we're going to eat. Let's rest. Let's see if any of the rain decides to let up. The thunder seems to have at least slowed. No, we're not going to get so lucky. I still haven't gone around the side of the building to see if that hole in the wall is actually a hole in the wall or if it's just because my character forgets what it looks like. Let's go do that now. Maybe not. It's my only way out, so I kind of have to. Please stop. I understand, like, your desire. It's warm. It's got safety, power, electricity, all that good stuff. But it's not for zombies. It's a specifically zombie-free paradise. Created by me, yours truly. Zombie killing professional. Alright, let's see. Fingers crossed, the answer is no. Okay, we're good. Good. Alright. We need logs and we need planks. So, let's start chopping down some trees and getting some planks out here. We might as well do it in the backyard where it's the safest for us. With the twigs and stuff, we'll be able to have some good tinder to get our fire going when we're at that point. Let's saw these puppies up. What happened? I made a notched plank, I guess. That was not the intention. No, I want you to saw all. So the plan is to make some walls. We can get some frames up, 2 nails, 2 planks, 2 carpentry, pretty easy. We could also throw up some log walls if we really wanted to. Strong wall made from bound logs. We need rope or twine. Ripped sheets would work too. I think just a regular wall will look cooler, personally. So I think that's what I'm going to do. No tree, no logs. Saw these up. We are not going to be building the wall while it's raining, especially while we're as wet as we are. But just to have the planks at the ready sitting in the back for us to use come morning. Or whenever it stops raining. Is a win for me. Now, our carpentry skill is still getting a nice bonus, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We're getting a ×8 multiplier, which is nice. Let's go rest up. Actually, what we should do is drop some gasoline in it into our generator. And maybe grab a bunch of scraps and maybe try and get some repairs on it. We can barely walk, so before we do any of that, let's rest. We'll rest. We'll make sure we're good. We have slight damage from, I think, just carrying too much. We'll rest up a little bit more. Try and bring our moderate exertion down. Okay. Let's get out there. Ooh, the rain has stopped. Let's just listen at the door, make sure nobody's banging on it, and we can make our way out front pretty quickly. The flies are a problem. The bodies are rotting really nastily. Okay. Just want to turn this off. Add fuel. Are we just putting electronic scraps in it? Is that what's going on? Info 93. That's fine. Did that bump up our electrical at all? Maybe it's bumping up our mechanics. Yeah, I think that's what it's doing. It's actually bumping up our mechanics. That's great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 stragglers, though, which we can probably pull. We're going to have to pile these suckers up at some point and just burn them. Ooh, we have 3. Alright, that's our sneaking. Stay down. Okay, they're getting closer, unfortunately. They're starting to meander way close. So let's just start picking them off as much as we can. Let's actually go ahead and bump up our sneaking by 1. We'll have a level in it, which is nice. Come on. Back up. I mean, we've got enough damage done to our axe already. I'd rather not do any more. Back up. Oh, we got another pack over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I pull this 5 further away safely? A couple of bullets can go a long way. Just trying to get some damage in where I can. But if the street is safe, I could pull them down and probably lose them in the woods and come back. Yeah, they're gonna pull more attention, I think. All right, let's take a hard cut here, loop around, and then come back without hopefully them following us. Once they completely lose scent and sight, the rain will have them. This is very dangerous to walk through the woods like this. I do not recommend it at all. I feel fairly confident because of how I've managed this area. Yep, there's one of them anyway. We're just gonna sneak by them now. We've got a level in sneak. It's raining. It's dark. Yeah, and that's the majority of them. It actually worked out perfectly. Keep sneaking. We'll take a hard right here. It's 8:40 at night. And at the end, we're safe. Oh, that sound is awful. Hordes and hordes of flies. This is certainly telling me, though, that we need another exit. One entrance and exit is bad news. If this gets flooded, we're screwed. There's no way out. What are we going to do? We got to play it smart. I got to turn the freaking generator on. I completely forgot. We're going to build a nice little wall over here soon. We need the power for sure. Yeah, we need a wall here. First and foremost, is what all those planks are for. Let's get to bed and let's get that done in the morning. The sooner the better. (7 a.m. and it is still raining. My dear Michael Garcia woke up at 3 a.m. for some weird reason. That's a little worrying because he's going to get tired really early. We're still a little over encumbered. I think it's just this gas can here, which we're going to go put downstairs. And then we're going to try and get that whole area as safe as possible. We're just going to grab a bunch of planks. We're going to make sure that the front is empty and safe. Let's see what we can make work. So let's throw this gas can in here and this empty one as well. We have 5 empty gas cans and one that's probably more than half empty at this point. All right, let's just grab some of the planks that we've left. So if we want to make a wall, we need a bunch. All right. Let's take these and just use these first. We'll get some frames up. Nope. Oh, man. Let's just drop some of these. I hope it's just one. We're going to swing out. 2. If it's just the 2. Come on. Man, do I hate that. I'm hoping it's not the rotting corpses attracting them, but it might be. So how do I want to do this? What I could do is create a little hallway from this main door over, and the way to access this is through the door only. I kind of like that. We can always debarricade it. So if we do something like wall frame here. And here. Oh, we have to move that, but let's kind of just make ourselves a nice little guiding lines. I think we'll need one to here, because if we go across, that might be enough, actually. Yeah, that should be plenty. 2 out on that end, 1 out from this end. It's probably the body, but it could be the truck. Let's just start slapping up some wall frames. The frames are at least slow them down. We're a little over encumbered still. Though not because we don't have... Okay, yeah, let's put a plank there. Equip as primary. Let's go grab the rest. This body removal might be an off-camera task, because this is going to take me some time, and I am just not looking forward to it in any way. So we'll approach that when I'm ready to deal with that nonsense. Actually, I'm curious. Can I get this going? We'll add some ripped sheets. We got matches and a lighter. I think we can make that work. I don't think I need to light it yet, but I think we're going to be able to make that work nicely. Let's grab a few more of our planks. Ooh, we got a bunch more here. Are you serious? Do they keep getting up? I mean, they're zombies, so I guess maybe. But no, I'm assuming not. Oh, God. Oh, God. Everybody relax. I'm just trying to put the planks down, dude. It's at least 2. Just get on the ground, girl. I'm stepping on the cooch. Now I'm just nervous, dude. Let's just grab these 3 and move out. This door is probably all kinds of messed up now. Yep, and there she is. Could you just stop? Like, I get it. It's loud and annoying. But you gotta just back off. This ain't your home. And is that all of it? Looks like it. At least we pull them out of our bag automatically now. I think it's all the planks we got. This has been a stressful section. And session. These bodies are all in the way. And we're going to have to redo a little bit of our defense, to rethink it a little bit. What we had was suitable for the time being. It kept us safe and gave us an air of security. But after leaving for so long and having the generator run the entire time while we were gone, it pulled quite a few zombies along the time, all that time. And usually we've been able to deal with them kind of as they trickle in, 1 at a time, 2 at a time, maybe even 3. But as they've congregated and gathered, now we have a scattered pack of 10 or 15 here and there that's going to cause us problems. But our little homemade base ain't done yet. And we're going to make this sucker work one way or another. That or Michael Garcia will certainly die trying.